Welcome to the back-to-school edition of the MindShare Learning Report. Hi, my name is Robert Martellacci, President and Publisher of the MindShare Learning Report. Our back-to-school edition features an exclusive interview with Nancy Knowlton, the co-founder of Smart Technologies, one of the great Canadian success stories here at NECC.
In 1986, my husband Dave Martin had the idea for the interactive whiteboard. It took us until 1991 to earn the money through the sale of an American company's product to actually develop our own product. Very early on, we determined that if we were going to be successful with that product, we would have to be so in the United States. So I think this surprises a lot of people, but we actually sold our products in the United States for almost 2 years before we began to focus on the Canadian market. Today, Canada represents about 2% of our annual revenues, and we continue to derive more than 50% of our revenue from the United States. The U.S. education market is absolutely on fire for interactive whiteboards and associated products that our company sells. We're experiencing record rates of growth here as school districts recognize the value of putting interactive whiteboards into the classroom to really enhance student interaction, student engagement, and student motivation. We work with a number of large top 500 districts here in the U.S. that are intent on putting an interactive whiteboard and the associated technologies that we offer into their classrooms. And this is very exciting because these districts are all talking about using technology and specifically interactive whiteboards as the vehicle to transform teaching and learning in the classroom. And what it means is more than just buying these products. They're looking at actually changing the way that their teachers teach and their students learn. So they're moving from the sage on the stage model to guide on the side, and really very intently they're focused on creating a learner-centered classroom.
That's fantastic. What advice do you offer other Canadian companies looking to venture into the U.S. marketplace?
As a Canadian company, I would highly recommend to other Canadian companies to venture beyond Canada almost immediately. It's a big world out there. The Canadian market, as appealing as it is, and the love that we have for our own country, our children, our education system, it's a small market compared to the United States and Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and Asia. So get out and get your products tried out in American schools. Listen to the feedback. There's a very high level of technology awareness within U.S. schools. Not that there's not in Canada, but certainly within the U.S. schools. So you'll be able to find lots of schools that would be willing to work very closely with a Canadian company to fine-tune the products and make them successful for the U.S. market.
This concludes my learning adventure at the NECC conference in San Antonio, Texas. What a tremendous experience it's been, and some great Canadian success stories that I wasn't aware about on the show floor, as well as running into many Canadian educators. One of the highlights of the conference for me was catching yesterday's keynote address by a couple of educators from Simcoe County talking about their involvement with iEarn and global education.